My name is Stephen. I'm from South African Trade Promotions in Johannesburg, South Africa. We're in the exhibition business. We have been for the last 30 years. We organize some of the biggest business or trade events on the African continent. The last, one of our flagships that we organized in July this year was SATP, or the Southern African International Trade Exhibition, where we hosted just short of 1,000 exhibitors who converged from over 50 countries to employ the opportunity to take their products into new African markets. However, recently, after the admission of South Africa to the BRICS trade bloc, we became inundated with inquiries from companies looking to explore new African markets and take their business to new African markets. However, there were certain constraints in this regard. We found most of these to be expense related. What with increasing travel costs, expensive exhibition space costs, couple that to all the out of office costs, there were approximately 5 companies who would not or could not attend for every company that did physically exhibit. And we looked for an opportunity to translate this potential into real business. And the initial solution was to create a virtual, or create an opportunity for these exhibitors to participate virtually while still being able to reach all the visitors that we brought to these respective events. We initially created the solution for ourselves and our own events, and the nature of the business is such that one has organizers, exhibitors, and of course visitors. So we've designed a virtual platform that caters to each of these individuals in their own right, and more specifically functionality for each of their respective requirements. For organizers, we provide the opportunity for them to profile and advertise their events, and then to extend their event virtually through various revenue sharing models that we offer them on a no-risk basis. There obviously then there's the process of introducing exhibitors, and we provide the virtual exhibitors with a range of multimedia, really powerful multimedia tools in order to pitch their business to visitors in attendance at the physical events. So how does it work? It's really quite simple. We establish a cyber cafe at a physical event, and we leverage all of our own organizer advertising and marketing that costs us no more than we are already committed to bring visitors to the event, and we let those visitors know that there are now a whole host of additional virtual exhibitors that they can access. And we've provided from the platform a range of communications portals that allow these parties to connect via chat, voice, and via video. The whole system is actually underpinned by the United Nations ISIC and CPC databases, so that there's conformity throughout. And this is really important, because fundamentally what we're doing is we're marrying exhibitors' products with products that are being sought by visitors to business events. In terms of how we've catered to the visitors to events, we've created a complete social media styled business networking service that allows them to find products but also to network with one another, where they can invite their employer, their employees, where they can invite their clients, and where they can also invite BizSocial. This gives a relative accelerated growth opportunity to the entire service. So they've got a host of functionality that they can use as visitors to events, and basically once they've completed their respective profiles, they're in a situation whereby they've got a whole lot of additional functionality. They can upload video, they can share documentation, they can visit events, and more importantly, they can talk via chat, voice, and video to virtual exhibitors and from anywhere. Exhibitors, in much the same way, basically are required to complete a template. They can add all their social media. They can add all forms of documentation, whether it's Google Docs, whether it's Microsoft formats. They can add all of this. They can add countdown timers. They've got an About Us with a WYSIWYG editor. and basically the whole thing is location-based search. Once they've essentially completed their profile, they get access to their virtual exhibitor presence, and this presence basically they can then connect via chat, voice and video, chat over here, via voice and video. As a virtual exhibitor, I can actually share video with you. I can share any number of documentation, including basically our financials. We have partnered with BCX, the Business Connection in Southern Africa, with just under 7,000 employees, gives us huge, diverse engineering talent. They have swapped out services for equity. We're currently looking for a VC partner to come on board to roll this out through Brazil, Russia, India, and China. We've positioned it as the BRICS Africa Trade Center, with Xtendevent talking exclusively to organisers throughout Brazil, Russia, India, China, and the Africa continent initially.